The best rifler of Counter-Strike is undoubtedly Nico. He manages to perform with incredible statistics and numbers that even some of the best operators fail to maintain. His signature aiming style and mechanical skills are what set him apart from the rest of the world-class riflers. We'll be taking a look at some of his thoughts regarding individual improvements, his aim routine, and explaining why the teams he's on perform constantly on such a high level. We'll be breaking down his appearance on Talking Counter podcast, where he did almost 3.5-hour episode, which I'll link down in the description below. Without further ado, let's dive into the first topic about individual progress that even you can apply starting today. Individual improvement cheat code. Nico is honestly in a rough spot. When you are one of the best players in the world at the position you play, it's sometimes difficult to get ahead of your opponents. Everyone will watch the best, most skilled players, which in this case is Nico, and everyone will know how he plays. What Nico does is exact opposite. Have a listen how he explains it.
I see it a bit different. Like, for example, myself, like, I don't watch too many VODs. I watch when I see someone having a really good game on my position. But for example, what I like to do is, like, I watch myself and I watch the practice that I played and what I did and what I could have done
self-scout.
Right, and I have on SE as well, and like someone telling like go watch Simple, go watch Jai. Well, yeah, you're gonna see a right move, but you don't know like what they were thinking at that point, why they're doing it, who called it for him. Like, just watch yourself. Like, you're already good enough for player, you understand everything. So just watch the practice. We can sit down together and we can discuss the reactions, how to move, like how to reposition, and all those things.
So Nico is rarely watching other players. Instead, he focuses on watching just himself from the replays. What pro players do is that you can record your game when you practice and play it afterwards to analyze it from your team's point of view. When he gets into a situation which he didn't play optimally, he sits down with his team to talk about it and fix it. This is extremely valuable as everyone on the team learns from the single mistake they may not even been part of. Nico spoke about how m0NESY is pushed into doing the same. Him watching Simple or Device is not going to be useful as you miss context of why they did certain move, why they rotate a specific way, etc. He's a good enough player that he doesn't need to copy anyone. He understands the game so well that all he needs to do is talk with teammates, watch a replay of practice, and note down uncomfortable in-game moments to fix them and avoid them in a real match. Then two hosts, Yanko and Moses, chime in with great points with which Nico instantly agrees.
Definitely, you know, if there's aspiring pros out there who are listening or anything, the fastest way, the most beneficial thing you can do to improve is watch your own games back.
Yeah,
even if it's face it.
Also, don't watch Simple.
Yeah.
You're not going to learn shit from Simple.
Exactly. You're not
He gets complete freedom, so there's you know.
Even if you're not on a team, don't shy away from downloading Facey demo, load it up and watch. Whenever you die, try to think of a reason why you died and think of a solution. How could you prevent it next time? Don't try to think of correct and perfect solution at first. You won't find it. But maybe after a few times of repeating the mistake and finding wrong solution, it will be easier for you to see what is good and bad play. Also, the skill difference between you and players like Rops, m0NESY or Nico make it inefficient to watch their demos. They are playing with amount of skill, confidence, freedom and support which you don't have. Yet, watch these players for inspiration, but watch yourself for improvement. Reps make the aim work for you. Another topic that really resonated with me was the way he gets comfortable with his aim and taking duels. We all saw at least one insane highlight from Nico where we thought there is no way he just did that. And honestly, while he spends a lot of time perfecting his aim, this part is probably overlooked and surprised me the most.
How you pre-aim angles and stuff before you step into them. And he was using a nuke example, like you were working like ramp to below hell. Is that something that you actually go on the server and you go, okay, so if I put my crosshair here, it's going to line up for this angle? Or is it just, I have so many reps, I know where I should put my crosshair before I'm stepping out?
Just the reps.
Okay.
I actually hate myself now because, for example, at Nubis, like, you don't get to scream this map too much and you don't get to play face it too much on this map. So now I'm going to map, like, I don't have my style. I don't pre-aim the angle. I don't clear the position. So I never went and play like the, how do you call it? There's
pre-fire?
Pre-fire. I never played it. I just...
Nico doesn't do pre-fire maps. His crosshair placement and aim is built around reps. What does it mean? So basically, he plays so much that he knows how to clear every dangerous angle as if he had a wall hack, and he can pre-aim or predict any position that could get him killed. You can hear him mentioning his struggle on Anubis when I went to check how he performed in CSGO. Here are his statistics for first 5 Anubis maps he'd ever played when map was introduced. And here are his statistics once he got more used to the map and familiar with the angles to really put his aim style into work. Maybe you're saying now, Stiko, so to get good you actually have to play more? That's kinda obvious. What I'm trying to say is that this becomes cheat code once you combine it with the first tip we mentioned in this video. Watch your own games. Now, whenever you die by not clearing angle properly, you can watch a replay 10 or even 30 times and figure out the way to prevent it next time. Without watching the replay, you would slow down your improvement rate to the point where you would die many times in exact same position before you realize you're supposed to do something differently. And that is when Nico's way of thinking it as reps come into play. Here is a little clip that I wanted to include as it is related, but Nico explains the difference of how Simple and Monesi use pre-aim and place their crosshair.
Look at
wanna
Simple,
learn,
like he
mate.
has no like pre-fires, right? He's just, the way he moves, he just, I don't know, like he's always ready for something. He's not watching there, but he's just ready for you always. So Monesi's kind of the same, but he's never like, I've never seen him like do anything but play facing, for example.
Yeah,
And
okay.
he's just that good. I never like we have to force him to watch something. We have to force him to go on the server. But he's just playing face and he's that good.
ABC game. It warms my heart that Nico went over the topic of team performance and specifically about something we already covered on this channel, the mysterious ABC game. Every single great player is aware of this concept and proves me time after time that knowing about it is a key element in being great at any sport, or in our case, any esport title. Nico started the topic well and Moses took over with a little bit of insight in this clip.
It's what I told him, like always, like if we can manage to win playing B game, then we are a very strong team, you know? If we are struggling and if you're losing with the B game, then we cannot be the best team in the world. So like as long as we are winning with the team B game, you're gonna be fine. So
I think a lot of people on the outside don't kind of understand that concept of professional Counter-Strike, where it's not necessarily about how high can you push your peak. It's about like how much can you bring up the floor to be consistent. Like your bad game, how bad or how good can your bad game be? Because if you can bring up, so like at the worst you're doing is you're never dropping down to a C game, or if your B game is able to make you top 5, then you're in a fucking great place.
ABC game, also called as the inchworm, is a concept where you determine how well you are playing. Your A game is when you are really feeling it, you're sharp and you play solid CS. Your B game is your usual game, nothing too crazy, but at the same time you're not doing any stupid mistakes. C game is something you should avoid at all costs, but sometimes it happens and you need to react to it. We all have those days where you just can't hit a shot at all and nothing works. I made a video about how to avoid the C game and play your A game most often. I also explained how to improve your skill through this graph, which looks like the inchworm, hence the name of the concept. If the inchworm takes a step forward with the front part, you improved. Your best just became better. But it also means that your range has widened because your backhand hasn't moved yet. The way to move forward and improve again is to move backhand closer by focusing on your weaknesses. By eliminating the worst weakness of your game, your bell curve takes the step forward, and this way you progress and become much more consistent player. If you feel like you want to know more, check the video where I go really in depth. Dedication and approach. Last note I have from the podcast might be a bit controversial, but I feel like it is important to share it anyway. There were many instances where the debate shifted into talking about Nico's teammate, Monesi, and for good reason. He's performing well and at his age is considered of the greatest prodigy of recent times. Let's hear what Nico has to say about his approach to the game and dedication.
I just something like I wish I could be like him again. Like, I wish I could play this much CS. I just cannot. Like I start playing and I cannot. My focus is just not there. I cannot. I don't have patience for like random people to play with, you know. But he just doesn't care. He's just playing, and he's so happy while he's playing as well.
It's
crazy.
true.
Like,
You're jealous.
Like, it's so hard to be happy
Dude,
playing
I'm
faces, but
jealous
he
of that
is.
too.
I said it's controversial and let me explain why. I said many times in my videos how important it is to take breaks, step back and think about the mental part of the game or self-care. That is all to prevent something I and players my age struggle with, Nico included, and that is burnout. However, if you are young, it's easy to be hungry. We all were hungry. We grinded for hours and hours each day and night. Thanks to that, we managed to become professionals, and if you are young, I'd suggest you do it too. you will have to invest a lot of time into CS to even consider the semi-pro, let alone be professional. So when sometimes players ask me for an advice how to improve, I have different answers to a player who is, let's say, 16 years old, and different answers to those who are, let's say, 23 years. It's so wholesome that Monese enjoys facing so much. He enjoys the game just like I did years ago, and don't get me wrong, I still love it, but it's definitely harder to focus, perform, and travel when you're older and life events happen more often. With that being said, I hope this recap was useful to you. I think the whole episode is extremely fun to listen to, so give it a try. You will find it in the description down below. And if you have a player or interview you like, let me know. I will take a look and try to share it with the rest of the viewers so we all can become smarter and better. In the meantime, it would mean a lot if you leave a like on the video and potentially even consider subscribing. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Let's talk about money. I wanted to make this video for a long time, and I think it's the perfect opportunity.
모험 시작 전에 의뢰 한번 보고 가. 의뢰가 필요하신가? 한번 보시오. 의뢰가 필요하신가? 한번 보시오. 이 흉물스러운 동상은 언제까지 그냥 둘 거야? 이놈이 죽은 지가 언젠데? 자, 레벨 머리 부서진 거 보여? 이 몸이 깬 거라고. 해안가에 떠밀려온 상자를 괜히 건드렸다가 큰 상자 가지의 공격을 받을 수도 있어.
의외로 획득한 의뢰 조화를 사용하고 싶은 게인가?
스킬을 강하게 만들고 싶으신 천천히 살펴보세요.
창고 관리인 멜키가 말을 걸어왔다. 그는 아큐움과의 싸움에 대비해야 한다며 전승을 통해 효율적으로 강해지는 법을 알려주었다. 그의 조언을 듣고 무기를 전승시켜 더 강한 무기를 손에 넣었다.
잘 가세요.
Hey,
Today I'm giving away this orb duality. Any scenes like I have down here in the bottom left hand corner, you're gonna have to read from you use, whether that's everything in 2, H.264. Then for the best quality, what I'd say is use have as lower latency doesn't change much. Max B frames 2. Now if this video helped, please
스킬을 성장시키는 건 정말 중요한 일. 스킬을 그러니
아드리안의 도움으로 무기에 맞는 단련서를 제작해 보았다. 아드리안은 스킬을 일정 레벨 이상 성장시키면 등급이 올라가면서 추가 효과가 발현된다고 설명했다. 그 힘은 앞으로 있을 싸움에 큰 도움이 될 것이다.
빼먹은 장신구는 장갑, 신발 다
재료는 충분히 챙겨 오셨나? 무기에 대해서라면 뭐든지 물어보겠칠고. 무기를 성장시키는 건 한계에 도전하는 일이지. 친구, 안녕히 가시게.
내게 완벽하게 맞는 방어구를 찾는다면 제작밖에 없죠.
친구, 어떤 무기가 필요하신가?